But so how do you prepare for such a character?
What comes natural is the talent. Now you have to put in the work. Now the work is preparing for that character. So that is where the work is. The work is not on set shooting, because it's like preparing for your day. Because remember, you have to embody the character. That means you're gonna live their life for that amount of time. And that's what I did. Immediately I was given the role.
Given like a script you're supposed to go through? Or?
Yeah. That's after the audition. Okay. Now you're given, we have a table read. So after the auditions, maybe we can have like the first callback, the second callback, maybe the third. And then now that when the final cast is there, you come for a table read. A table read is when you're introduced to the rest of the characters. You're introduced to the story fully. Now you start to know what are we doing? Who is this person? You interact with the character. You interact with the director, the crew. So it's like an orientation of the character. So from there, now you start the work. You break down your script. You check out your lines. So we don't cram lines. You have to learn your lines, because when you say them, it's like if I'm given a character, if I have to play you, for me, I read the lines frequently to understand, because there's something called subtext. Subtext is like the emotion behind the line.
Okay.
So when I'm saying hi, there's a subtext, there's an emotion behind the hi.
You have to express.
Exactly. So that is what I have to learn, so that when I'm on set, when I say these lines, they sound authentic. So I breathe life to them. Yeah.
The lines, do they have to be exactly what's on the script? If when you're saying or expressing them, they can come like in your own way, as long as it's like tied to the script.
As long as you don't throw away the character or the intention of the character, or maybe also it depends with the writer. But from an actor's perspective, definitely I'm not gonna say the lines as they are on the script.
Okay.
Some lines, but I have to have the context, the intention, so that when I say the lines, even if nimebadilisha kitu kidogo, bado sijatoka kwa what we are trying to achieve. And of course, writers are so selfish with the words. And nimeanza ku understand bona, because maybe unajua akiandikia line anataka useme venye iko. But squeezy, because of collaboration and we all creating. So mnaelewana tu. Especially for me, when I'm given a role, I usually have to have a conversation with the writer, because I believe that's like the soul creator, the foundation of the story. So I have to understand their perspective. What was the goal? How did you see this character? Then when I go to work on the character, we tunapatana katikati.
Now, even saying that, you've said like maybe being in the main industry, it's 6 years, right?
Yeah.
And before those 6 years, because we're saying maybe 1 year before COVID or something. Because that's really fresh, by the way.
That was 2019. Yeah.
Is there anything else that you're doing, maybe formal work, before you got into like now main? I mean, I always ask people that because I think that also like before you figure out like your lane, you're like, this is what I'm doing now.
Of course.
I mean, what else like were you doing before now you tapped into?
Before, so apparently, this has been my plan A from the word go.
Oh.
The first time nilidivert nikaenda kutafuta kazi. Niliifanya for a week, then I saw an audition, nikaenda. So inamaanisha I can't work, siwezi rudi hapa tena. So niliacha kazi, and I also didn't get the role.
What was the job?
Nilikuwa na feel we were feeling, of course it was a kienyeji job.
No, a job is a job, first of all. Let's start with
now that I'm thinking about it, because tulikuwa tunajaza maji kwa bottles kaa hizi. Na ikuwa kampuni ilikuwa tu backyard fulani. Just some backyard. So tulikuwa tuna fill maji kwa nini. So I was part of either na fill or na mimi ndo nafunga and then you seal it nini. Yeah, that was my first job outside art.
Okay, and you know why I'm even asking that? It's because let's say, and even that period of maybe after finishing school, did you study anything else in between?
No.
Okay, and then okay, so just
I left school on Friday. On Sunday, I was looking for acting gig. So I went to Uhuru Park with my friend. Kutafuta ajalipia nini?
No, it's not about the advert. It's because on the screen itatokea kubwa. So even if you sip, it's okay.
No pressure.
No problem.
On Sunday nilikuwa Central Park actually with my friend anaitwa Kate. Tulienda kutafuta acting gigs. Because I think I was like so hungry. I was so hungry. Mimi nilikuwa tunataka kuact. Hakuna kitu kingine I wanted to do. So ndio nikaenda. I think that is where my journey started. Nika fumble my way through the top. That was set books.
Oh wait, so that's like theater.
Yeah,
you did that as well.
Yeah. I've done theater. That's like
national
my
theater
basic,
or
of course.
What?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm even part of a theater company called Miller's Productions. Yeah, I'm one of the creative directors. So theater is like my foundation. That's why I went fast.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So by the time I was doing volume, I was theater. Actually, my friends call me theater rat
because that's
just where I wanna be all the time.
Okay, and even like now, of course, busting into the industry, would you say volume is like the breakthrough character for your career, or there are some other ones maybe? Because that I'm not even aware of.
Yeah, I get it. No, I'd say volume is escalated it. My first one was Sincerely Daisy on Netflix.
I haven't watched that one.
Yeah, sure. That's Nick Mutuma's.
Really?
So in my generation, we were the first actors to have their film premiere on Netflix. Sincerely Daisy. We did it in 2019, I guess. Because at that time, there was a competition. They were looking for the superstar. It was called The Next Superstar. So I went for the audition. Of course, ukisikia Nick Mutuma hapo, you have to show up. Nikaenda, nikafanya the first batch, got the call back, nikaenda the second one. Kumbe kwenda the second one, it was a competition. Hata tukua tunajua hapo Nick Mutuma alitukoseanga. Anyway, so tukaingia, tukashindana. Then I was number 3. So the merit was unaenda, you get a role in a movie. The movie was Sincerely Daisy. So that was my first time on Netflix.
What? That's crazy. And that's just you. And that's what I'm saying. Then it's just like a natural thing for you.
Exactly.
Okay. And once you get like a calling like that, it doesn't matter like what else is on the side. You'll always like just pursue that.
It doesn't.
Okay. So now, like your parents, did they always like just support arts? Because from any background, especially like just traditional backgrounds,
African,
they're always just thinking like these things are just a joke. Ama you might not go like that far when you're doing them. But were they always supportive in arts?
From the word go, my mom was and still is very supportive of my art. But my dad, of course, alikuwa bado like hapana wewe, what are you doing? Until I think my dad come to acceptance by the time before, like a year before nifanye volume. This was because kuna time sasa between 2018, I was fully feeding on art. So nilikuwa naenda set books na travel. So naanza kuona kijana kona tu pesa.
He's actually taking
he's actually, and your time I didn't want to listen. Me like I just want to act. So me I'm traveling nini. And my mom I think anapenda tu art. So alikubali from the word go. And then my dad sahi ako like, you know, it's your life, you chose it, na naona ni kama it's what you really really want to do.
Yeah.
So akasema why not. My bro My brothers never come to any of my shows, even theater. Volume ndo ilikuwa ya kwanza kuwatch. And he was so impressed.
He was shocked, I'm sure.
Because part of the inspo, part of the foundation on building my character, brangu ni gangster. So tumekana ni brangu mdogo, but he's street smart. Ni huyo mse tu. So nilikuwa na boro. So that was,
he's even seeing like some characters. He's like, yo, by the way.
Actually, he was shocked akiona nikifanya vitu zingine akole, hii kitu ulifanya aje niko like, you know. So my sis, but my greatest fan ni my younger sis. Kwanza nendanga shule naambia umeona bro wangu. Umemwona kwa wapi? But now they are really supportive.
Nice. Yeah.